C.J., how is the NFL treating you so far?
It's going good so far. I mean, it's everything that you can expect coming out of college. You learn how to become a professional early on. And unfortunately, I've been able to be around a great group of guys that taught me a lot.
You went back to school. Everybody thought maybe, you reached your peak. You might have came out, a year. Then you went back. What type of decision was that? Like, to go back and, you were slated to be like one of the top picks in that draft that year, but you went back and you came back number one the next year,
The main thing was for me to graduate. That's what I went to college for, and I was on course to do that. So, I figured why, put that aside when I can go ahead and get it done. And I just wanted to enjoy one more year, give it one more shot at trying to win the ACC. We came up short, but for the first we got there. Something that hadn't been done in like 13, 18 years. So, it was a lot, but the main goal was for me to graduate.
And I just have to ask you one more time. How did you make it to Clemson University? Me, a man being from Fort Lauderdale myself, want to know, how did you make it all the way up to Clemson? The U, Florida State, Florida, South Florida?
Clemson offense just fitted me the best out of everyone. No disrespect to none of them other colleges, because all of them great, but Clemson, when I looked at it, I fitted best in their scheme, what they was trying to do, and I just want to try to go change it. Change their environment, change the university, and kind of got it started with all the top running backs coming out of the state of Florida starting to go up there.
Right. Beautiful. Harris?
You're next. You want me to ask some questions?
Yeah.
Mr. Byrd, how you doing today?
Good, how you doing?
Good. Are you upset you didn't win Rookie of the Year last year in the NFL?
No.
Why not? Why didn't you deserve it?
I don't know. I mean, the guy had a good year. His numbers spoke for themselves, and it is what it is.
So do you have anything to prove this year because of that?
Yeah, I mean, I got to come out and just make plays. It's been a slow year, but, it's still some year left, so that's what I plan on doing.
What about Marv Levy? Can you guys tell me about Marv Levy? What type of wisdom did Marv Levy leave you guys?
I don't know if they were here
No?
with Marv. But Marv was he was an old school guy, and I say that in the breath of saying, he looked at guys, in their character, for one, and how you played the game, not just if you were a good player or not, but how you played the game. And from what I heard from a lot of older players, when they were coached by him, they said that he always taught the game the right way. And so when he came and was a part of the organization as a GM and bringing in new players, that was a big thing for him, the character of the players and how they played the game. And so it was good just to be around somebody who has so much success on the NFL level and could just impart some wisdom to you.
Right now, this is a big table, and I know you're a fast guy, Lee, but don't get mad at me. I know you're from the Ohio area, so I got to ask you about LeBron. He bounced, left you guys high and dry after 6-7 hard years. How do you feel about that?
You know what? I mean, that was his decision. Obviously, with him being from Cleveland, he had a lot of support and a lot of issues in Cleveland as well. So, he made the decision not based on money or whatnot. I think it was a good decision for him to get out of Cleveland. There's a lot of things going on, so I think he made the best decision for himself.
So does that mean you will not take the Heat in 2K11?
No, I'm not playing with the Heat.
Yeah, you're not playing with the Heat?
I'm not playing.
You're still sticking with the Cavs, eh?
I'm not playing with the Cavs either, but I ain't playing with the Heat.
C.J., what about yourself? Are you a gamer?
I'm a Lakers fan, so all this heat talking about they're the champs. As I remember, the ceremony was held in Los Angeles on opening night. So, championship, they got to run through Los Angeles to get there.
Like you three guys being on Buffalo, like how do you feel like that about changing sports, about three guys? There was some talk about, Anthony Parker wanted to go to New York and Carmelo wants out of Denver. How do you guys feel about like a dream team getting together? Like Boston survived it, now Miami's surviving it, Could something like that happen in the NFL where people just start dictating about where they want to go, who they want to play with?
Nah, this is a different game than basketball. I mean, you can have 3 great players on the team. It doesn't guarantee you anything. I mean, you look at, what Moss and Brady had. I mean, they went 16-0, did everything, but they never won the championship. And then even with him going to Minnesota, you thought that would have been something great, and hasn't really worked out. I think they cut him today. So, you never really know. Like, the NFL is just a completely different monster than basketball. Just because you have a lot of talent on the field doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work out.
And one more for you, Lee. You hear like all year they talk about Revis Island. Nobody can get deep on him. Nobody can beat him. How does that, when you're facing up against him like one-on-one, how does that fit into your head? Like, this guy is like put on a pedestal like that. You know what I mean?
Just play the game. I mean, I think all that is more so, media stuff is great for the game to have, the talk and the hype, but still playing the game. I mean, I respect him as a player. He can play, take nothing away from him, but, he earns his stripes on the field just like everybody else. So if you expect yourself to be the best, you want to play against the best, what's considered the best. And so you get those opportunities, you got to look forward to them.
And one more question before we wrap this up. What do the Toronto fans, what are you guys going to give the Toronto fans on Sunday?
I'll tell you what, since we first started coming here, I think the Toronto fans have done a great job embracing the whole NFL experience, and you can tell each year they're getting a little more riled up for the game, and I think they understand the game a lot better. So this is starting to become more of a home field advantage for us than it was in like the first year we were here. So we're looking forward to coming up here and having a lot of fun and getting our first win of the season.
What do the Bills got to do to get that first win? A lot of people are highly upset, especially in this city, because it's the biggest Bills city outside of the States. What do you got to do to get that first win, and second and third and fourth, or is the playoffs out of the question? Like, what do you have to say, Mr. Byrd?
We just gotta take care of. We gotta put together a full game first of all. We've had some lapses in different quarters and things like that, and just finishing the game. So I think we have to put together just a complete game, just of great effort throughout the whole game, and I think that the rest will take care of itself. We have the pieces. So.
Just making plays, making the right plays. Guys make plays in spurts, and I think we have a very good team, but it's just about making plays and win games. That's what we got to do.
Like the guy said, that you just got to make plays, and then you just got to have more points than the other team have on clock kick 0-0.
And one more. What about the quarterback situation? It's been a yo-yo back and forth the last few years. Is that you guys care who's up there, or you just got to try the hardest each game? How does that work out?
Well, right now we got our quarterback. Big Fitz is doing a great job back there, and keeping the offense together, keeping guys in line. So it's really not a rotation as it's been in the past. We got him in, and we're going to try to roll with it.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys.